እንደምን አላችሁ ውድ ተማሪዎች በዛሬው ዕለትና የ12ኛ ክፍል የባዮሎጂ ትምህርት ዩኒት 6 ነው። የዩኒት 6 ክላይሜት ቼንጅ ይላል። እዚህ ጋር እዚህ ዩኒት ላይ በአጠቃላይ 60 ጥያቄዎችን አዘጋጅተናል ለዚህ የዩቲዩብ ቻናል የሚሆንና ለዚህ ቶፒክ ማለት ነው። እነዚህ 60 ጥያቄዎች እዚህ ክላይሜት ቼንጅ የሚለው ላይ የተዘጋጁ ጥያቄዎች ናቸው። ለክፍላችሁ የፈተና ዝግጅት እንዲሁም ደግሞ ለኢንትራንስ ኤግዛም የሚያግዙ ጥያቄዎች ናቸው። ለዛሬ ፓርት 2 እና የመጨረሻውን ክፍል አብረን እንሰራለን ማለት ነው። በዋናነት የዚህ ቶፒክ ዋና ዓላማ ምንድነው? ቀለል ባለና በአጭር ጊዜ ውስጥ ለፈተና እንድትዘጋጁ ማድረግ ነው። በርካታ ጥያቄዎችን የያዘ የሞዴል ኤግዛሞችን ጨምሮ እንዲሁም ደግሞ ከዩኒት 1 እስከ መጨረሻው ያለውን ባዮሎጂ ማለት ነው ጥያቄዎች ከነመልስና ማብራሪያ ጋር የያዘ አጋዥ መጽሐፍ አዘጋጅተናል። ባዮሎጂ ኬሚስትሪ ከ9ኛ እስከ 12ኛ ክፍል አዘጋጅተናል ማለት ነው። ለክፍላችሁ የፈተና ዝግጅት እንዲሁም ደግሞ ለኢንትራንስ ኤግዛም በአጭር ጊዜ ውስጥ እንድትዘጋጁ የሚያግዟቸው አጋዥ መጽሐፎች ናቸው። እነዚህን አጋዥ መጽሐፎች በሶፍት ኮፒ ወይም ደግሞ በፒዲኤፍ መግዛት ከፈለጋችሁ እዚህ ጋር በተቀመጠው አድራሻ ኮንታክት አድርጉን። ለዚህ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል አዲስ ከሆናችሁና ሰብስክራይብ ካላደረጋችሁ ሰብስክራይብ ያደርጋችሁ ቤተሰብ ሁኑ። አብረን እንቀጥላለን። ለአሁኑ ወደ ጥያቄዎቹ እንለፍ። 31 How does climate change affect the availability of water resources in some regions? A. It increases water availability everywhere. B. It causes heavy rainfall leading to floods, decreased water quality. C. It reduces the frequency of extreme weather events. D. It has no impact on water resources. B. It causes the heavy rainfall leading to flood and decreased water quality. Okay. So the extreme weather events such as heavy rainfall can lead to floods and reduce the water quality. 32 Which of the following is a health risk associated with climate change? A. Increase in heat related diseases. B. Decrease the spread of waterborne diseases. C. Reduction in disease vectors. D. Decreased air pollution. A. Increased heat related diseases. Okay, so climate change has led to increase in heat related diseases in some regions due to rising temperature or high temperature. 33 During an earthquake, what should you do if you are indoors? A. Run outside immediately. B. Stand near windows to monitor the situation. C. Take cover under a sturdy table and hold on. D. Use elevators to evacuate quickly. C. Take cover under a sturdy table and hold on. Okay, so during the earthquake, taking cover under sturdy furniture helps protect against falling objects and debris during the earthquake. 34 What is the most dangerous aspects of being outdoor during the earthquake? A. Ground movement. B. Collapsing walls, flying glass and falling objects. C. Loud noise, D. Flooding. B. Collapsing walls, flying glass and falling objects. 35 What should you do if you are near the coast and notice a noticeable recession in water away from the shoreline? A. Move inland to higher ground immediately. B. Stay and observe the phenomena. C. Take photos for documentation. D. Wait for official instructions. A. Move inland to higher ground immediately. Okay, so a recession in water is naturally warning sign of an approaching tsunami. Okay, and immediately evacuation to higher ground is crucial. 36. Which of the following is not a safety precaution during a flood? A. Walk or drive through flood waters. B. Move to higher ground. C. Stay clear of bring or fast moving water. D. Monitor evacuation alerts. A. Walk or drive through flood waters. So flood waters can dangerous due to its debris contamination and hidden hazard like electrical lines. 37. What is the primary cause of tsunamis? A. Heavy rainfall. B. Earthquake, underwater landslides, or volcanic eruption. C. Melting ice caps. D. High winds. B. Earthquakes, underwater slides, landslides, and or volcanic eruption. This is the primary cause of the tsunamis. 38. Which of the following is a warning sign of the approaching tornado? A. Clear skies. B. Dark, often greenish sky and large hailstones. C. Calm winds. D. Bright sunlight. B. Dark, often greenish sky and large hailstones. Okay. 39. What happens to water when it warms up? A. It freezes. B. It expands. C. It becomes denser. D. It contracts. Okay, B. It expands. 40. Which of the following region is most affected by rising sea levels? A. Mountainous regions. B. Coastal and low-lying areas. C. Deserts. D. Forests. B. Coastal and low-lying areas. Okay. Rising sea levels primarily impact coastal and low-lying areas, causing flooding and erosion. 41. What is the potential consequence of shifting rainfall patterns due to climate change? A. Increased water availability in all regions. B. Decreased frequency of extreme weather events. C. Floods, reduced water quality. D. Stabilization of ecosystems. C. Floods and reduced water quality. 42. How does climate change affect the spread of waterborne diseases? A. It has no effect on disease spread. B. It reduces the spread of all diseases. C. It increases the spread of some waterborne illness. D. It eliminates these vectors. C. It increases the spread of some waterborne illness. Okay, so climate change can alter the distribution of disease vectors and increase the spread of waterborne illness. 43. Which of the following is a key component of disaster risk management? A. Ignoring potential threats. B. Relying on post-disaster response. C. Avoiding preparation. D. Implementing mitigation measures. D. Implementing mitigation measures. Okay, so disaster risk management involves identifying threats and implementing measures to reduce their impacts. 44. What was the primary goal of the Copenhagen Agreement, COP15, in 29? A. To establish a global carbon tax system. B. To require each country to propose national contributions to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. C. To ban the use of fossil fuel entirely. D. To create a new international organization for climate change. D. To require each country to propose national contributions. Okay, to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Okay, this is the goal of the Copenhagen or COP 15. It is the agreement in 2009. 45. Which of the following is not a key provision of the Copenhagen agreements? A. Increase climate resilience and low greenhouse gas emission development. B. Ensuring finance flows align with low greenhouse gas emission development. C. Banning all industrial activities in developing countries. D. Holding the global temperature increase below 2 degrees centigrade. Okay, C. Banning all industry activities in developing countries. Okay, so the agreement focus on the reducing emissions, increasing resilience and aligning financial flows, but it's not proposed for banning industrial activities in developing countries. 46. What is the main objective of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change? A. To promote the use of fossil fuels. B. To establish the global carbon trading system. C. To stabilize greenhouse gas concentration in the atmosphere. D. To eliminate all greenhouse gas emissions by 2030. Okay, C. To stabilize greenhouse gas concentration in the atmosphere. 47. What is the Kyoto Protocol? A. An agreement to promote fossil fuel use. B. An international treaty to reduce greenhouse gas emissions in the industrialized countries. C. A treaty to ban all industrial activities. D. A framework to increase deforestation. B. An international treaty to reduce greenhouse gas emissions in industrialized countries. 48. Which countries were exempt from emission reduction targets under the Kyoto Protocol? A. Developing countries. B. Industrialized countries. C. All countries. D. Only European countries. A. Developing countries. Okay, the developing countries including China, India, Brazil and South Africa faced no restrictions on emissions but were encouraged to adopt greener policies. 49. What mechanism did the Kyoto Protocol introduce to help countries meet their emission targets? A. Carbon taxes. B. Market mechanism for investing in low carbon projects in poorer countries. C. Banning all industrial activities. D. Mandatory reforestation programs. Okay, B. Market mechanism for investing in low carbon projects in poor countries. Okay, so the Kyoto Protocol are offering market mechanisms to help rich countries offset emission by investing in low carbon projects in poorer regions. 50. What is the significance of the Paris Climate Agreement compared to the Kyoto Protocol? A. It applies all countries, not just industrialized ones. B, it focuses only one developing countries. C, it bans all fossil fuel use. D, it has no enforcement mechanisms. Okay, A, it applies to all countries, not just industrial one. Okay, so the Paris Agreement includes commitments from both developed and developing countries. ይህ ማለት እያደጉ ያሉ ሀገሮችና በማደግ ላይ ያሉ ሀገሮች ያደረጉት አግሪመንት ማለት ነው። ኦኬ unlike the Kyoto Protocol which primarily targets industrial nations. Kyoto Protocol የሚባለው ደግሞ industrialized countries ወይም nations ነው በዋናነት ፎከስ የሚያደርገው ይሄ ኪዮቶ የሚባለው ማለት ነው። 51 what is the main challenge in implementing international climate agreement like the Kyoto Protocol and the Paris Agreement? A, lack of scientific evidence for climate change. B, the absence of developing countries in the agreement. C, ensuring stable and flexible policy implementation over time. D, the high cost of fossil fuels. C, ensuring stable and flexible policy implementation over time. So long-term climate change solutions require stable yet adaptable policies which can be challenging to maintain over time. 52 what is the primary goal of Ethiopia's Green Legacy Initiative? A, to increase tourism revenue through urban greening. B, to build green and climate resilient Ethiopia by planting 20 billion seedlings. C, to reduce dependence on hydroelectric power. D, to promote industrial development in urban areas. Okay, B, to build green and climate resilient Ethiopia by planting 20 billion seedlings. Okay, so the Green Legacy Initiative was launched in 2019 with the vision of building a green and climate resilient Ethiopia. One of its key targets is to plant 20 billion seedlings within 4 years. Okay. 53 which of the following best describes the climate resilient green economy strategy? A plan to increase fossil fuel production for economic growth. B, a strategy to build a green economy and protect against climate change impacts. C, a policy to promote urbanization at the expense of rural areas. D, a framework to reduce electricity exports in neighboring countries. B, strategy to build a green economy and protect against climate change impacts. Okay, so the climate resilient green economy strategy endorsed in 2011 aims to build green economy and protect Ethiopia against the adverse effect of climate change. Okay. 54 what is the primary purpose of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam? A, to provide irrigation for agricultural development. B, to promote tourism in Benishangul Gumuz region. C, to create the largest fishing lake in Africa. D, to generate electricity and alleviate energy shortage. D, to generate electricity and alleviate energy shortage. Okay, this is the primary purpose. ሌሎቹም ያው ለፊሽንግ የሚሆናል ለቱሪዝም የሚሆናል በት ይሄኛው ግን ኤሌክትሪሲቲ ጀነሬት ማድረግ ፕራይመሪ ፐርፐዝ ነው ማለት ነው። ይሄ ጀርድ የምንለው ወይም ደግሞ የኢትዮጵያን ታላቁ ህዳሴ ግድብ 55. Which of the following is not a component of Ethiopia's Green Legacy Initiative? A. Agroforestry and forest sector development. B. Urban greening and renewal. C. Expansion of fossil fuel-based industries. D. Integrated water and soil resources management. Okay, C. Expansion of fossil fuel-based industries. Okay. 56. How does the GERD contribute to Ethiopia's climate resilient green economy strategy? A. By increasing resilient coal-based energy production. B. By generating renewable energy and supporting regional economic integration. C. By reducing the country's forest cover to make a space for the dam. D. By prioritizing industrial development over environmental sustainability. B. By generating renewable energy and supporting the regional economic integration. Okay, this is the third contribution for the Ethiopia's climate resilient green economy strategy. Okay. 57. What is the primary greenhouse gas responsible for recent global warming? A. Carbon dioxide. B. Methane. C. Water vapor. D. Nitrous oxide. Okay, A. Carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide is the primary greenhouse gas responsible for global warming. 58. Which human activity is the largest contributor to carbon dioxide emissions? Agriculture. B. Deforestation. C. Burning fossil fuels. D. Industrial waste. Okay, C. Burning fossil fuels. Okay, so over 75% of global carbon dioxide emissions come from burning fossil fuels for electricity, transportation, and industry. Deforestation contributes. So this deforestation contributes to the emission of carbon dioxide, but it's secondary. Okay, it's a largest contributor ነው የሚለው ማለት ነው። 59. What is the Paris Agreement in main goal? A. Eliminate all greenhouse gas emission by 2030. B. Limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius, preferable 1.5. C. Ban the use of coal worldwide. D. Compensate climate refugees. Okay, B. Limit global warming to well below 2 degrees centigrade. ከ2 ዲግሪ ሴንቲግሬድ እንዳይበልጥ ወይም ደግሞ ከዚህ በታች እንዲሆን ነበረ የፓሪስ አግሪመንት ማለት ነው። ኦኬ ባይ 2030 so the 2015 Paris Agreement aims to keep global temperature rise below 2 degrees centigrade above pre-industrial levels with efforts to cap it 1.5 degrees centigrade. Okay. 60. Which climate change impacts threatens coastal cities the most? A. Drought. B. Sea level rise. C. Tornadoes. D. Soil erosion. B. Sea level rise. Okay. Melting ice sheets and thermal expansion of seawater due to the warming are causing sea level rise, flooding coastal areas. Okay, so the sea increasing or the climate change impacts increasing the sea levels. Okay, ይሄ የመጨረሻው ጥያቄ ነው። የመጨረሻው የዚህ የዩኒት 6 ማለት ነው የ12ኛ ክፍል ባዮሎጂ የመጨረሻው ፓርት ነው። ሌሎች ሞዴል ኤግዛሞችን እንሰራለን በሚቀጥለው ማለት ነው። ከ9ኛ እስከ 12ኛ ክፍል ያለው የባዮሎጂ እና ኬሚስትሪ ለኢንትራንስ ኤግዛም እንዲሁም ደግሞ ለፈተና የክፍላችሁ የፈተና ዝግጅት በአጭር ጊዜ ውስጥ የምትዘጋጁባቸው ጥያቄዎችን ነው እያዘጋጀን ያለ ነው። እነዚህን ጥያቄዎች እና ሌሎችንም ከዩኒት 1 እስከ መጨረሻው የዩኒት እንዲሁም ሞዴል ኤግዛሞችን ከነመልስና ማብራሪያ ጋር የያዘ አጋዥ መጽሐፍ አዘጋጅተናል። ይህን አጋዥ መጽሐፍ በሶፍት ኮፒ ወይም በፒዲኤፍ ማግኘት ከፈለጋችሁ እዚህ ጋር በተቀመጡት አድራሻዎች ኮንታክት አድርጉን። ለዚህ የዩቲዩብ ቻናል አዲስ ከሆናችሁና ሰብስክራይብ ካላረጋችሁ ሰብስክራይብ ያደርጋችሁ ሼር እያደረጋችሁ ቤተሰብ ሆኑ። አብረን እንቀጥላለን። በሚቀጥለው በሌላ ቶፒክ እስከምንገናኝ ሰላም ሁኑ።